Interpersonal communication. The first thing you probably will think of when you hear these words is talking with family and friends. And while that is definitely part of the situation, there is actually a lot more going on here.
Oh, can I be in the video? I'm your friend.
What? No, I don't even know who you are.
Oh, I see how it is, even after all we've been through.
I literally just met you.
I thought we were friends, but I guess not.
Okay then. Anyways, today we will discuss the other people involved in interpersonal communication, and what exactly interpersonal communication is. But before we get into that, it is important to know what goes into any type of communication for it to work. What you need is a message, which is what is being shared, throughout a channel, which is how it's being communicated. A channel could be through text messages or just through a phone call. However, since we don't live in a perfect world, life gets in the way of this, and this is referred to as noise. This could be in the literal sense, as noise from cars hinder us from hearing one another. On the other hand, they can be internal issues, such as how interested we are in the conversation. For instance, you may not be as eager to participate in a lecture at school rather than talking about your favorite video game with your friends. Alright, now that that's taken care of, we can now focus on what goes into interpersonal communication. For starters, there are 3 goals to interpersonal communication, or the reason we have these communications to begin with. Those being instrumental, self-presentation, and relationship goals. Despite its misleading name, instrumental goals do not involve musical instruments. Instead, they are goals that you hope to achieve. If you're still holding on to this idea of instruments, you could say an example of this goal would be to convince your parents to get you a set of drums. Self-presentation goals, on the other hand, are just as they sound, which is wanting to show yourself to others in a particular way, most likely in a positive light. Something as simple as an icebreaker you partake at the beginning of a school year is a prime example of self-presentation. And finally, relationship goals are building, maintaining, or breaking relationships. Building a relationship may be starting to talk to that person at school you find cool, whereas maintaining a relationship could be trying to keep that friendship stable between that cool person. However, breaking a relationship may be to stop talking to that cool person after finding out they aren't so cool. Now, who? No, not you! Gosh, I need to do something about this tomfoolery! Anyways, interpersonal communication is all about the closest people in your life. The major individuals involved in interpersonal communication are you, obviously, friends and family, as stated earlier, but this also includes your coworkers and significant others. Significant others like the one from your imagination? This is why I don't like it. One strength of interpersonal communication is that you can use it to form closer bonds with other people. Humans, like you and me, unless you're an alien hiding away from the FBI, are connection-seeking creatures. Interpersonal communication is what fulfills this desire of connection. However, a weakness of interpersonal communication is that miscommunications can happen during it and carry us away from that desire of connection. Let's rewind back to my conversation with Mike earlier, for instance. Mike here was trying to be a good friend. However, as we mentioned earlier, noise can hurt or disrupt communication with others. You see, the noise here was that there are just so many people around here. I just didn't notice Mike beforehand.
What are you talking about? We are in an empty white void.
There, Mike, we are in a city now. Are you happy now?
Oh, okay.
Anyways, what I find most interesting about interpersonal communication is that it's nearly impossible to not use interpersonal communication at all throughout your day. I mean, think about it. Unless for some reason you decide to wait till 5 a.m. to go to sleep and sleep all day, then it's pretty difficult. You talk with your family, talk to your friends and teachers at school, or if you're an old man and not one of those hip youngsters, you probably talk with your fellow coworkers. And hey, maybe if you have one, you do something with your significant other. Do not say a word, Lamont. A word. I will... You know what, just go. I've had a long day. I'm really tired. I just want some dino nuggets now. Anyways, I hope you found this video somewhat of entertainment value. I added some jokes so you wouldn't be bored watching this. This video is a lot different from the stuff I usually post for my beloved subscribers if I end up posting this. I don't know if I'm going to post this video. But what do you think of this? Would you have said something else that you find more interesting about interpersonal communication? How do you use interpersonal communication in your life? Will I ever stop talking? No, because even if you try to hide, I will always find a way out. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, yay!